Compounders, this Sunday, that means we are gonna prepare for next week. And today we are going over the price action of BTC, ETH, USDT, and some other altcoins I'm watching. We of course came into the 8-week breaker block there and we rejected from it on a higher time frame. And right now we are in a low time frame range there. We still have this red circle low below us, which isn't backed by any Wyckoff or anything, and a lot of liquidity below us. So that is for the higher time frame TA. We of course had that PO3 I explained yesterday, and right now we are in this range, which probably is gonna have a move Sunday night, as it always has, because weekend PA very often means Saturday is gonna be quiet, and then Sunday night the big move is gonna happen. And that's probably right now the case as well, because that's the case almost every week. We have a lot of liquidity below this low right now as well. So this last demand is protecting price from going all the way to the red circle low. So what we can see is that we have an accumulation schematic here to take us higher. That could be the case. What also can be the case is that we are gonna reject off this supply POI we have there to go lower to the red circle low. So those are my POIs. This is the end of the liquidity there. So this is gonna be another POI as well. So manipulate below it, go higher. Manipulate above it, go lower. That's essentially what I'm looking at. You have an 18-hour breaker block there, which I'm also watching. You see on the 18-hour, you see this very nice block. You see that can be a rejection POI. We didn't mitigate it yet. But that is for BTC what I'm watching now. So or manipulate below, go higher, or manipulate above, go lower. And this is also POI to retrace back to go lower eventually. But I do expect rotation towards that red circle low still. So that's what we're watching on a higher time frame. Let's go into a bit lower time frame. And you can see we have a very nice range right now. Let's put the alert on that range low as well for next week, because this is the next week preparation. And we kind of trying to break this right there. But as of now, it's a sort of manipulation to potentially go higher, because what happened here is pretty interesting, because we have a lot of weekend liquidity. So this is weekend liquidity. This is Saturday 4:30, and right now it's Sunday, of course. So this above us is weekend liquidity. Let's see how the daily looks, by the way. Yeah, daily looks pretty healthy. So the current weekly is of course still unfinished. Won't get fixed this week, but that's good for later on. So it can be a magnet for longs later on. As of now, it's not getting fixed, because you will not get a quick move up like that of, what is it, 8% in one day. So that's what I'm watching there. 6 hour finish there, but that's a bit low time frame. So that is for this range the case. So this is a lot of liquidity we can take out. So definitely keep that in mind. As of now, I cannot draw a Wyckoff entry perspective trade idea. The only thing I can draw is a deviation of the range low, and then form a Wyckoff from there. That's the only thing I can draw. You do have this POI, you do have this POI, you do have this POI, you do have this POI. Watch it, live updates in the compound, links in the bio, and let's go to USDT. Because USDT has a range like this, with a range high deviation, with a range low deviation. But let's see how it's in a higher time frame, because we are in this accumulation. On the higher time frame, you are in this you are in this range right now. So that means this is starting to look distributive. So this is the range in the range on a lower time frame, and this is starting to look distributive for sure. So what I'm gonna watch here is we already technically have our tab 1 and tab 2 and tab 3. So technically, if you break structure, you would see a rotation towards the lows. But that's not how I see it right now. I want way more clean price action. Or taking out that range high from a distribution in there, what I said on BTC, or you want to see some local moves right there if it's not very big percentage wise, but then you want to see acceptance back inside the range and a good tap 3 POI to take it lower. I like that idea when you have a sort of extreme liquidity grab there to take it lower to grab that weekend liquidity I was talking about. So this is starting to look sort of distributive, but only trade confirmations, of course. This is just an idea. Let's go to USDC dominance. What are we doing there? Wonderful PO3 we pre-planned, which played out, of course. Wait, now we are having a retest there in a sort of breaker block. This is the retest we are having. You have some low time frame structure demand there. You can watch for potential bounces there. Right now, the only range I would watch is this for a potential distribution or accumulation schematic. So you can watch that because this is pretty strong demand. So I do expect something that's the demand of the PO3 schematic. But this is what you can watch on USDT. So this, of course, inverse correlator with crypto. So use this for your crypto trades, guys. Ethereum. When we see Ethereum, we had that massive follow through, of course, after that Wyckoff schematic. We did feel the inefficiencies I talked about all the way in, what was it? I was talking about it since December. And we are now in a range from low to high. And we have a local range right there, which might accumulate here. But it's trading at the POC, like not the POC, at the EQ of the range almost. Like this is the EQ. It's trading in the middle of the range. So that's like, it's a range in a range in a range. So you have a range there, you have a range here, and you have a range there. So that's normally not the best circumstance to trade. Extreme liquidity would be here if you're interested in trading it. So then this will be your tap 2. This will be your tap 1. But you have a lot of price action in the upper section of the range right now, which will probably mean the volume profiles in the upper section. And as you see, that is true. So you want time displacement here too. This is a low time frame model, by the way, but you would want time displacement before you take a trade like that. So then the volume profile can move more to the middle of the range, and you can take those trades. But again, it's in a range, like it's in the middle of everything. So everything needs to align for a trade like that. USDT, Bitcoin, everything. So a range is alert is already on a range low. And that's for ETH. Yeah, you have a lot of liquidity here, so the return zone is pretty good. You can watch it, but I do expect a bit bigger move than that Sunday night, because Sunday night is already here. Like this is Sunday night. Then I expect a big move to happen. Okay. Then we go to Pump Fun. We are still in the short since like there. So right now, Pump Fun, new TA is this. I know you did make a lower low there technically when you draw it like this. Boom, lower low. But I don't see this as the beginning point of my range, because when you go on a bit higher time frame, this totally disappears. Like this disappears. I wanted to say it disappears, but to be honest, it doesn't. But you see, like, you don't even have structure here. That means you don't have 2 consecutive bullish candles going up, which means the structure is like this. Boom, boom. You see you have, oh, you see you have more than 2 consecutive candles going up. You see you have more than 2 consecutive candles going down, and you have more than 2 consecutive candles going up. So this is the highest time frame, the highest possible range time frame. It's in the 12 hours. So I normally don't even do it because I just can see without drawing the range right there that the technical structure in the higher time frame is this. If you can't, then what I just did is a very good way to see, hey, is it valid? So where do I have to draw my range? So I can see just out of experience that this is not structured on a higher time frame. But if you can't, then a very good rule just to see it is, hey, follow your highest time frame possible structure. So you can see your go up, more than 2 going down, more than 2 going up, more than 2 going down, more than 2 going up. Here is no structure. So this is the range I'm watching right now on Pump Fun. Not particularly looking for shorts right now. But if I would give a tap 3 POI, there isn't a tap 3 POI. There isn't. Okay then. That's not something you see that often. Like this is the extreme liquidity. So I didn't want to talk about Pump Fun. I wanted to talk about Zach for a second because I'm watching this. Not even gonna explain it. I already posted in the compound. But you took right now liquidity, which is not ideally what you want to do. Still a daily, I'll finish there. If we get a move up still, see this as manipulation and trade it. Even if the move up is aggressive, trade that shit. Trade that shit. Stop goes above the high. Target the range low. Even target a red circle low. Trade it. Even if it goes up very aggressive, okay? So that's Zach. I like it. Was there something else I needed to talk about? Oh yeah, Zen. I wanted to talk about Zen. Zen filled that big inefficiency on your tab 1. Right now, let's see where we are. So let's do some TA on Zen. So when you draw your fib level, then you see we bounce from that 786 on our tab 1. Okay? So we bounce on the 786 tab 1. And right now we're going even lower. This is your 3-day demand, I think. Yeah. 3-day demand. I'm gonna put an alert there as well. And we have a very nice range here from low to high. But we need acceptance back inside the range first. So get acceptance back inside the range. And then we can trade it. So then we can look for a potential long here on Zen. It looks very good. It looks very promising as of now. I like the range. Yeah, the range high not taken out yet. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, but it needs acceptance back inside the range, as I said. Otherwise, I'm still keen on looking for longs right here on this demand POI to take it higher. So that's very nice. Yeah, on SIS, the last trade I'm gonna discuss because a lot of people are in there as well, is this SIS trade, which we took here. Very nice one. Shout out to Wozo, who, by the way, literally spoon-feeded this trade. But that was this trade. Final target is here, but I took a lot of TP right there on this liquidity grab, forming a very good good low. So I took some TP right there, but as of now, I'm watching to see if we break this structure. So my TP even more if we break it aggressively, and then you could possibly see a rotation back up again. Because this is a very good low. This is a very good low. It's like a good 8-hour low. No, yeah, 18. It's good 18-hour low. Very good 10-hour low. You see how this acts as a boom, boom, boom. You see? Very good low. Creating some demand as well. But I want to see break structure first before taking any more action of exiting this trade. But I do like the P3 idea still. The main structure you want to break is obviously this structure for bullish continuation. Okay, guys, that was the video. I hope we are all ready for next week. Join the compound. Link is in the bio, and see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.